Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to those who are new here. I am Kristen, and you are in the good. So this is our weekly conversation around the energies of the week. We are all the way at the end. This is Monday the 30th through Sunday the 5th. So we are at the crossroads between what is and what will be. We are at the crossroads of the old and the new. Powerful time of transformation, if you want to see it that way. Maybe it's just a powerful time to take a little bit of a rest. Start the new year off in a clean slate after that holiday time. Hopefully you'll have some cozy time, some delicious food. So what do we want to know? What's coming in? What are we leaving behind? What's coming into light? What's coming up out of the darkness to be seen, so that we can embrace and transform what lies beneath? What's the path ahead? What's the way forward? Oh, one more shuffle. This Thunderbolt card has come out the entire month of December. So it's about sitting in the calm of the storm, the eye of the needle. This is sitting in what is uncomfortable. Sitting in and working through the uncomfortable so that you can integrate whatever the lessons of being of the uncomfortable, whatever the breakthrough is, whatever the integration is, of the different pieces that are coming together to put you into wholeness, whatever has come apart in order to be put back together. A friend of mine wrote a song a long time ago, and it was, the lyrics went something like, I'm gonna pick up the pieces and throw them all over. And I was talking with her about the lyrics once, and she was like, yeah, if something has like shattered and come apart, if there's been disruption, right? And we always call it, I always say it's sacred disruption or divine disruption, because, you know, sometimes we need that activation in order to move, in order to grow, in order to see what needs to be seen. Even the things that are uncomfortable to see, that are hard to see. But you don't want to put them back together the way they were. Because if it's shattered apart, why would you want to put it back together the way it was? That wasn't working. That wasn't who you are now. You want to pick up the pieces and throw them all over the universe, is what she said. You want to throw them out into the higher frequency. You want to throw it into life and let life bring these pieces back and flow together, perhaps to rearrange in a way that is more representative to who you are now. And that process can be a little jagged, right? Because even those things that we want to change or to realign in our lives, that we want to be different, old patterns that we want to break up and get rid of, you know, replace them with new stories and meaning making. It can be uncomfortable, but we want to let that happen. So this is like the thunder, kind of like coursing electricity back through you. This is also very sacral chakra to me, where the courage is, where the strength is. Solar plexus chakra as well. Intuition with this red, orange, yellow. This is rearranging in order to be revived, rebirthed. Very transformative energy about reconnecting to desire and passion in your life. We have the metal ox. Experience the greatest love. Experience the greatest love with yourself. It's in here, it's like the different pieces of yourself are finding their way to each other. It's like the different selves that make up you, right? These different aspects are coming together in wholeness. They're meeting each other and they're intertwining to create more of a whole experience of who you are to yourself. You want to reacquaint yourself with yourself before you can acquaint it to anybody else. Because if you want to experience the greatest love in any kind of partnership, if you want to find those business partnerships, those friendships, if you want to find that tribe, if you want to find that lover, then it's about following the light, what has been illuminated here by the moon, what has been illuminated about yourself. And through these experiences of receiving insight, perhaps also it's being in this uncomfortable position and then really gaining such clarity and true insight from being in that place. And sometimes that's the only place where you can receive the greatest insights. It's two people finding their North Star in the sky and following it even though they don't know where it's going to take them. It's two people coming together after a very long journey. One of you has been perhaps more on a recognized spiritual journey. The other one, a journey of discovering what is their new place in the world. What does home look like to me now? What does home within look like? And how does that new home within, getting really comfortable with myself, inform the kind of home I want to create in my actual environment and the kind of people, the kind of lover. So this is that's a star-crossed quality too, where you have been perhaps searching for that one lover or these partnerships. And only now are you able to really find each other because of what you've been through. It's the exact perfect timing. How are you doing? Please give me a thumbs up if this is resonating with you. If you're feeling called, I would love it if you would become a member of the community here. I am new on YouTube. I think I'm 144 strong at this moment, trying to get to 150 by the end of the week. So if you're feeling called and you're curious and you want more things like this, I hope that you will subscribe. There are meditations on the channel as well, and those meditations at the moment are geared towards connecting with the medicine of plants and the elements. And they're designed for you just to sit and listen to. You don't necessarily have to just sit there and close your eyes. Sometimes we just want to be in a meditative state while doing laundry. Sometimes that's where you get your best insights, right? When you're doing something mundane like that. That's why journaling works, because it's, we're kind of active, we're physical. I think Steven Spielberg once said he got his best ideas sitting in traffic because there was nowhere to go and nothing to do. And the Bronte sisters got their ideas knitting, right? Because they would just sit there and knit and they're moving and it's coming. So maybe these are some ideas for you and some ways to look at these mundane things in our lives as opportunities to create, to sit with yourself in silence. It doesn't have to be any big grand gesture. All right, moving forward. The Ten of Wands. So this makes sense for this week, this sort of impasse between the old and the new. It's like you've been waiting all year to get to this place of the year, in a way. This year has felt almost too much clarity with all these swords, the swords being communications and clarity and insights and thoughts. And perhaps you have overanalyzed things, or you've been around people that have overanalyzed things, or both, or you've been around since they've overanalyzed and it was catching on to you and then you overanalyzed. And but this is like with this card, with the way that these swords are lit up, it just feels like a lot of insights, and some of them very necessary but not always the kindest insights, or what want to be said. And sometimes we come to a place where it's like, I can't believe I put up with that, or I can't believe I didn't see that. How did I not see I was being manipulated? How did I not see their tactics? How did I not see that these people were playing with me? You know, I kind of want to be like, you're at this place, you're holding this up, and it's like this, right? And you've held these burdens for a while around these truths that have come up throughout this year. And at some point, it's just now you know what you know, and you didn't know what you didn't know before. And you made all the best choices, and you did all the things that you did based on the information that you had, and also the person that you were at that time. You're all evolving and growing constantly. And you have to give yourself credit for that. And be compassionate for that person that maybe wasn't as clear, or didn't know, or didn't see. Sometimes it takes a disturbance, an activation, a challenge. But you did hold yourself in it. The Five of Pentacles. It could have been financial, or you could have been dealing with somebody who had worries about something to do financial around their home. Perhaps this was a lover or potential lover that felt like they lost a home. That's very specific for someone. It feels like two people meeting each other in this place where things were challenging. And finding that you're not the only one, and that there is a place to go. There is something very solid. There is refuge. I feel like I'm looking at this blue here. Throat chakra, communication, intuition, magic. Something around communication and feeling that something is stuck, or you're feeling miserable about the communications that are happening or not happening between you and someone at the moment. And it could be about the stability they feel in their lives. I think that you have worked through a certain amount of like what stability means for you moving forward, and what hasn't been stable for you over the last year, and how you want to continue to create more stability based on these new insights. And feeling like perhaps, whether it be a lover or a different kind of relationship, because all relationships have an intimate aspect to them, our friends, sometimes our coworkers that we spend tons of time with, right? We're very intimately involved, especially when we're passionate about what we do, or we're committed to what we do. It's about commitment. But it's two people that have found each other despite the fact that life has been disappointing, sad. You haven't been able to see that there's a guiding light. There are north stars. There's been a pathway that has led. You know, we see people in the shadow here, and it's about having to really be in that shadow and see that about ourselves, and the vulnerability to present yourself naked to people, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, no matter where you are in your life, and to feel comfortable to sit in this with someone, right? And to know that in your togetherness, in your collaboration, you actually have built something very stable. It's just a matter of acknowledging it and walking through the gate of that new door, walking towards the light. And there is communication, more communication that is needed based on this, hey, we found each other. What's your journey been like? Tell me about it. How can I meet you where you are? This is where I am. And this is you feeling like someone has met you where you are. Perhaps they're not letting you meet them where they are because there's too much of this disappointment from the past. But this absolutely are two people making their way to each other, accepting each other for every aspect of themselves, and even seeing the beauty. I accept you for who you are, you accept me. Well, this is definitely passionate, a lot of the arrows of love traditionally, right? So, but a lot of like fiery, passionate energy. I feel like these insights, right? This clarity, these things that have come about through maybe feeling burdened, feeling in the shadow, feeling overwhelmed, being activated, having to keep calm in the middle of all of this, and almost like all of my energy is being used. But at the same time, your energy is being infused, right? So to feel like God has just taken all of my energy, and then like you sit with it, you have the breakthrough, and it's like you're being infused with the fire of life, with the fire that lives in the center of the earth. The earth is infusing you with its inner core, its energy, after having been through this, right? And then there comes this. There becomes enough energy to actually be able to handle this, because perhaps in the past, as much as you would have wanted to come together with this person, there wasn't the energy. One or both of you didn't have the energy. But the energy is coming towards you. Like the energy is coming. Messages are coming too. I keep hearing that as well. They haven't landed, but they're almost there. And the King of Pentacles. So being grounded in your ability to create exactly what you want, knowing that you have created something very tangible. This card has come up a lot this month as well. This masculine, right? And every single person has masculine and feminine. So this is this, active infusion of energy, right? It's passionate. It's forward moving. It's active. It's very creative. Coming from perhaps a time where you had to be a little bit more inactive, right? You needed a little bit of time. Perhaps this was a journey. These feel like journey cards to me. It's like these people are on a journey. On a journey of self-awareness and breakthrough and transformation and discovery of the different parts of yourselves, of yourself. And coming out, understanding that you have absolutely more resilience and self-worth and value than you've ever had in your entire life. Being able to stand up to anything. Feeling that regardless of what chaos has come around you, you really can sit in the eye of the storm. And being finally ready for a huge amount of activity coming your way that's very passionate, that's very desirable. It feels very, sexuality, it's like, it's creativity, right? So it could be just this, also you feel more sensual, like you're getting into the senses. Like you can really feel yourself in your body. And you want to be active. You want to be physical. Some of you are like working out in a different way, or you're deciding to walk to work or bike to work, or you're going to be doing that. Or you are ready for a much more intimate connection in different areas of your life, finding a stable, mature partner, lover that has something to offer, right? Because in the past, maybe they didn't, or those people didn't, or this person didn't, but this person does, right? And you're making your way, you're meeting each other where you are. This king is like he has his scepter down. So it's about being the ruler of your own life, the ruler of your own destiny, taking the actions that you want to take, being bold. You have nothing to lose by completely expressing yourself. Because anybody who really likes you or wants to collaborate with you in any kind of a way is going to absolutely love that. And if they're ready for it, it's just going to make them want you even more. On the career side, this is finding a job that appreciates you for what you can bring to the table, where there's less jealousy and less competition, where it's people that they want all the best people together because they want everybody in a room who's passionate, who's ready to go. They're not bringing their stuff and like using excuses to not get things done or to blame other people. Right? So it's getting intimate with all the aspects of your life and being present in the body with your lovers, your coworkers, to be present there. And in this moment of the journey, right, that you're wrapped into, that you feel like you're flying above your body. This part of the journey is over. You have found yourself. You're reintroducing yourself to yourself. The 2025. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here and listening. I will see you in the career path reading and the love reading. Don't forget to check out those meditations, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.